Hey guys, welcome back to more of anime shenanigans. Got my boy Gore here. Yeah, and we're gonna talk some My Hero Academia as we've done every week. There's only 2 episodes left, including this one. Well, technically, the season's already over, but we're covering the dub. So, this is a great episode, and should be a lot of fun to talk about.
Yes, it will be.
Before we begin, though, we're going to start this episode by reviewing last week's questions, like the question and the answers that you guys put. The question was, what American actor or Japanese actor would be best to play All Might in a movie? We have 2 answers. Yep. One is from Reveal Girl 666, Jason Momoa as Buff All Might. I think he has the smile and charisma to do it. First person I thought of when it came to Buff All Might. Now, I don't know much about actors, so Gore, is that a...
That's the guy that plays Aquaman in the new movie.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, that's the guy that's playing Aquaman. He was also in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Battleship... What the hell is that? What's the Galactica? What is it called?
Battlestar.
Yeah, there you go, that one. I think he's in that, or he's in the other one. What's the other one?
I don't... Star Trek?
No, not Star Trek. The other one that's kind of like Star Trek. Stargate? Is it Stargate?
Maybe.
I think he was in...
early 2000 stuff.
He's in one of those. I don't know. He also played Conan the Barbarian in the crappy ass.
Did you like him as an actor?
He's charming, so I think he could do it. I don't know if he's a great actor, but I don't know if you need to be exactly a great actor to do All Might. You just need to be charming, I believe.
Yeah.
To be Buff All Might.
Yeah. And that person didn't put an answer for Small Might, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Kim said, what a difficult question. Results are in. Ron Perlman, minus like 20 years because he's old as fuck now, as Buff Might. And then Ken Watanabe.
Oh, Watanabe, yes.
Yeah, Watanabe as Small Might because he's the only Japanese actor I know from my favorite movie.
Yeah. Ken Watanabe is an interesting one. He was in the last Godzilla movie that came out. He was in Batman Begins. He played Ra's al Ghul before Liam Neeson.
Oh, okay.
What else? Oh, he was in Inception too. So he's in a few Christopher Nolan movies. Not that Godzilla is one, but yeah, I could see that. Who was it? Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman's. You know who Ron Perlman is, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. I could see Ron Perlman if he was younger, like she said. You said her name's Kim, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know. This is the one I read, so because I don't really...
I know him a lot from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And he's Hellboy also.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Hellboy.
So, yeah. And,
is he the new Hellboy too, or no?
No, that guy's the guy from Stranger Things. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, right. Yeah.
The cop character.
I do like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
He's going to do a good job.
Yeah.
All right. We don't want to spend too long on the questions because we still have an episode to get to. But yeah, that was last week's recap. We had 2 answers. We'll ask the question for next week at the end of this. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. At the end. So.
Yep. So should we just dive on to the episode now?
Sure.
You want to start it off since I was just talking a bunch?
No. Yeah, no, I won't. All right. Okay. No, we'll start it off with me. Okay, so beginning of the episode. All right, let me just tell you right here. In the sub, I was a little confused in the beginning, but watching it in the dub, I would have immediately got who this guy was. I just want to say. So the sub itself, not that it was different. It was just that like the voice acting wasn't. It didn't make it so that I processed immediately who this guy was that we're following. But we follow a random guy. He's looking out the window. He's talking about how, like, life sucks and all that stuff. And he's thinking about, like, Endeavor and how he's not really the
TV
hero
on the
type.
Background.
Yeah.
And basically the announcer's like, people aren't really too hot on the #1 hero now. Like, and they show, like, Endeavor fighting people. And
yeah, he hates everybody. And
he's just he's not a charismatic guy.
Yeah, he's not the hero type, really. He's not the type people love. So he's talking about all this stuff, and he has like this narration going on in his head. So he has like this split personality, which I should have immediately assumed.
And his forehead's got this huge scar on it. To like, I don't know. That's kind of cool in a way.
Yeah, that is cool. So immediately I was like, "Is this a new guy, or is he someone before?" I didn't know when I was watching the sub.
It's interesting you say that because when I was watching this, I actually have a correction to make. I incorrectly said at the beginning on my reaction, because I said that I don't remember this from the manga, but it is from the manga. This is not something that's not canon or anything. I just don't remember seeing it, but I incorrectly said it wasn't there, so I apologize for that. But anyway, yeah, like you said, when you hear him talk, you can immediately tell who it is. It's Twice that we saw from the camp, and then he kind of dives into his backstory. Should we say that now, or does that happen a little later?
Well, that happens a little bit later because there's a little bit of information before that because he's looking at the window and it is kind of like a world building first half of this episode because it's showing the world as it is now after All Might isn't number one. He's out of the picture completely and Endeavor sucks. No one likes him. So we're seeing outside of his window, we're seeing like certain villains out there doing crimes, and we have this one guy that goes into a shop and just like steals something, and there's one hero who's trying to save him trying to stop him, and he gets knocked out immediately.
Wait, so before that, the guy who's like, he's in his apartment, the guy we're talking about, like,
he's looking outside and he's seeing this stuff happen.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, like, I better leave. He leaves to go to work or whatever. Like, he's just going out for a stroll, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that's when he comes across like the burglary or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah. He's walking around when he sees this. I forgot.
Yeah.
I thought he was just looking out his window. You're right.
He just sees all this stuff happening outside his window, like someone getting mugged and like robbed.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's walking along, and it's kind of cool. Like you said, this is a world building moment. We never really see like random crimes happen on the street. So when this happens, and the guy's coming out like, "Hey, I'll help hero. I need a hero to help," or whatever, and a guy actually shows up. He's like this pirate-looking dude.
Yeah, he even has a pirate voice. Yeah, of course he doesn't talk like that in this.
Like his theme.
Yeah, but, in the sub he doesn't really talk like that too, obviously. So it was funny.
And then he gets walloped in the back of the head by like a gang member. He's like a pipe or something, and they all group together and like, "You can't stop us. We're the whatever gang."
Reservoir Dogs, which I thought was funny. Is that what
they're called?
Yeah, the Reservoir Dogs.
That's such a stupid. I don't know. Whatever.
What? That's Quentin Tarantino movie.
Reservoir Dogs. Is it really?
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs. That's his first movie. But I don't know if that's a reference to that. Reservoir Dogs is just a thing. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had to speed off or whatever, and Twice is like, yeah, whatever, and
yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Basically, is this where he gets that phone call? Right.
I think he gets a phone call. He also explains like how the League of Evil is searching to expand its horizons and stuff like that, and we also see like a couple of the League of Villains or Evil Boys. Whatever. League of Villains or Evil? Which one is it?
Wait,
Villains. Is it the League of Villains or Evil?
It's the League of Villains.
I call them the League of Evil. The League of Evil is expanding. It sounds like someone from like Austin Powers, the League of Evil. But
SpongeBob thing like lemons.
Oh yeah. So anyway, the villains are expanding. He explains that they're recruiting more people. We also see Dobby, the guy with the messed up face, murdering a bunch of criminals.
Oh, yeah. And then I also want to correct what I said in another part of my reaction. I said, "Oh, this is gonna be a Dobby episode." I meant to say Twice. I had like 20 people commenting. Why would you say that? And it's like, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I just saw Dobby. So.
Okay.
Yeah, people got mad at me. You understand that, though. People get mad at me.
Yeah. I don't care, though. I don't apologize. I don't apologize for nothing.
But yeah, Dobby did like murder like 20 people though, because they were all, I guess they were all like trying to recruit people. And Dobby's like, "No, none of you, they all suck."
Yeah,
and he just killed them in the back alley.
Dobby was all like, "I'm a free elf." Every time I hear his name, I just think of Dobby from freaking Harry Potter.
Bellatrix Lestrange comes out like, "Good work, Dobby."
Shanks him, or whatever. What does she do in the movie? She shanks him.
She throws like the blade at him.
Yeah, that's right.
The thing, yeah.
I don't know why I have a vision of him getting shanked, but it's by the way, spoilers for Harry Potter.
Yeah, sorry.
This giant series that ended 7 years ago.
Read it or seen the movies by now, then we apologize.
Yeah, Dobby's the main character, so I apologize for.
Yeah.
Dobby Potter.
Dobby tries to overtake the world, and Bellatrix stabs him, and then.
Oh yeah, and then it's over. That's 7 books for that.
8 movies.
Yeah, 8 movies too. Gotta get much more.
Plus the spin-off series now, it's not any good.
So. Oh yeah. That's true. But we'll see with the next one.
So yeah, this is the phone call. Like he's on the phone right now, right? Because the guy calls him asking where Dobby is, and here we get a really cool. So this is the part of the episode that really made it like kind of great in my opinion. So normally you would think like, oh, Twice, he's just like a standard villain in this group, and like you're not gonna get any backstory on him or anything like that. But they actually take the time to give like a really cool backstory here. And basically, Twice has the ability to duplicate him or something else into like a duplicate.
Yeah.
You can kind of like multiply it. And he basically said back in the day, he would have his own like a little army of himself to do his bidding and like do his chores and do whatever he wants. And then one day, his clones started to get fed up with doing that crap.
They revolted.
So they tied him down, and they were like trying to argue amongst themselves like what to do.
No, which one's the real one? I think they're arguing.
Which they trying to find which one's the real one, and then they start murdering each other. Which can't figure it out.
Which, by the way, I don't want to compare this episode to an episode of Rick and Morty, but that is the Meeseeks episode. That's exactly what happened in the Meeseeks episode. And by the way, can I just say I really like that premise, and I want to see that premise turned into a movie.
That'd be great. Yeah,
I would love to see an hour and a half of a movie just about a bunch of guys that are exactly the same, trying to figure out who's real, and it just turns into a bloodbath.
So the one that survived was the one that was like strapped in the chair, and he basically said that like at the end of it all, after all his clones had killed himself, he didn't even know if he was the real one because like he got injured, he got cut in the head, so he's just kind of messed up a little bit.
So much so that he still has one personality in his head, like messing with him, I guess.
Yeah, it's like that part they didn't really explain that part, but it's just kind of implied that he's just like had like a brain injury or something. It's kind of like dual personality. And he starts like freaking out, and he puts the mask on. He's like, "Oh, good. I'm only me when I have the mask on." Like,
right,
something like that. Yeah. And by the way, I love his mask. It looks like if there's ever supposed to be an impersonation of Deadpool in this show, like
that's
it's kind of like a perfect mask.
When I first saw him, I thought that, and also that mask thing reminds me of Rorschach from Watchmen, where he always likes to have his mask on. That's his face. So it was a nice little combination of those two characters, and then like they just said, "Screw it, let's go nuts. Let's have a really, really dark backstory where he watched all of, himself get murdered over and over again."
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, right here he like walks around a corner and sees an incident happening, right?
Yeah, where the reservoir dogs we saw earlier.
They dead.
They dead. No, they real dead. We get to like behead. Like, aren't they beheaded and stuff like that?
So one of them is like fused into a tire.
Yeah.
Another one's like burning in the car. I think. I don't know. Like it's a pretty bad scene.
Yeah. And then there's just a head. Wasn't there just one head, like with an expression of
as you're talking, I'm gonna play the scene and see if I can. Oh yeah. So someone's head's fused into the car, and there's a head on the ground and like a foot. There's just like stuff laying everywhere.
There you go. That's what I wanted to see. I've been waiting to see, like, I mean, these aren't real characters anyway. They're just like throwaway characters. But you don't really see death, really. Like, not that much at least. So it's nice to see a really.
In this one, we got like 30 deaths.
Yeah, we got Dobby murders
people, and this guy killed 5. You know?
And I like when Dobby did that. He's just like, just lay down and let my fire.
Yeah, let my flames eat. You know. Like,
yeah, it's just awesome. That's so evil.
So yeah, this guy, this bird beak looking guy. People who read the manga obviously know who he is. I know who he is. I won't say who he is or what he does. But he's going to be the focus. What?
It's Jobby. I'm just thinking of dumb names.
Dobby's like evil twin.
Yeah, Jobby.
Evil twin.
And he has a sister, Gobby.
This guy, I don't think we'll see anything of him in the last episode. I haven't seen that one, obviously, but he's going to be the focus of, I would imagine, most of season 3. I don't know how they're going to space it out, but he's a big deal.
Okay.
So
I will not confirm if he's in the next episode.
I didn't ask you to confirm it, so that's okay.
Okay, that's good. I just wanted to let everybody know I watched that last episode. That's what that whole thing was about.
So Dobby's looking at this, and he's like, "Hey, this guy's better than what the people Dobby fried up."
Yeah,
so,
right.
Wait, did I say Twice or Dobby? I meant to say Twice. Was thinking that.
Oh, okay.
I got that. Yeah, I keep getting him confused now. It's like a mental thing. Anyway,
you got two personalities.
He's like, hey, like I'm crazy, and like,
hey, I'm nuts.
Yeah, just kind of ends there.
Yeah, it does, and then it cuts back to our boys. Which
is a stark freaking change.
Yeah, I know. It was all like serious and like noirish, where he's like walking around smoking a cigarette, freaking narrating to himself. He's like, "The world sucks," and
okay. Imagine that episode that we like the first half we just talked about.
Yeah,
that's kind of what Vigilantes is. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like really, it's a lot darker. It's like about the street crimes and stuff, and like, I don't know.
That's awesome.
I think that would be a great show. I think I don't know. We'll talk about.
Yeah,
that
they
later.
probably will. You know what? I could see them doing that in place of like if there's no more manga for them to take
they
from.
need to give time. That's what I would do because I just read volume 2 of the Vigilantes, and it's so freaking good. Like,
is it really?
Yeah, it's
Cool.
great.
I don't read manga, but it's good to hear. It's good.
Yeah, and then it cuts to. By the way, when it cuts to the happier stuff at the school, it just shows Deku like pumping iron because he's like, "Oh crap, I gotta keep building this arm up. I can't let it blow off," you know. So
yeah, he's talking about how like he keeps getting that flashback where he's like, if you use it to the full extent 2 or 3 more times, you're done. And like those arms are noodles. Yeah. So he's just like, all right.
We're about to get to probably the funniest thing I've seen in the show ever. I'll let you get to this part.
It's because he's my favorite guy. Well, his name is Monoma. Is that his name?
Yeah, I think it's Monoma. Hey, you got it.
Yeah, well, they say it on the screen, and I just typed it. No, so, all right, so one is just chilling out, and then this freaking guy, the screaming guy, says, "Hey guys, I bet you lost. You suck." He's just doing his.
All of us passed.
We all passed. And like 3 of them failed, so he's just like,
I'm so sorry.
Like 2 of them failed.
I need to say this part though. So, one of the class 1B people looks like a My Little Pony girl mixed with like a regular girl, and then Kaminari's like, "Hey, that's that cute transfer student," and she's like, "Touch me and I'll mess you up so bad that your mama won't know you." Like,
is that what she said? I couldn't really tell.
She's like, "I'll mess you up so bad that your mama won't know you." Like something like sassy. Like it was just like the funniest thing coming out of this like adorable looking My Little Pony girl.
Yeah, she had like the big eyes and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god, I laughed so big hard eyes, on that. It was hilarious.
So I wrote down Horn Girl because that was definitely something that intrigued me.
Pony. Her name is Pony Tsunokuro. Her name's literally Pony. Wow.
Yeah. I guess it's not as bad as like Gang Orca.
Horn Cannon. Whatever.
Whoa. Horn Cannon. Uh-oh. I guess we'll find out.
So yeah.
Okay. And then strolling by is Shinzo, the guy that like fought Deku, and the Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, Jinzo. Jinzo pops up. Shinzo appears and he's swole, and everybody's just like, "Damn, he's swole! Look at him, he got buff."
All right. He did. He was kind of skinny in the sports festival.
Yeah, he's swole.
He's probably like, since I can't, fight, might as well like not let Deku push me out of the ring next time.
Yeah. There you go.
Swole.
I'm gonna get swole. All right, and then one thing I want to say about this episode is that there was a lot of like reintroduced characters that haven't been in the episodes in a while. So, and this is like the first one. I guess Twice was the first one technically, even though it's only been maybe like 15 episodes since we saw him. But chunk. Yeah, it's a good chunk. So next scene we see the principal, of course, is back. He shows up. He's like, "Oh, I'm here. My hair sucks," or whatever he's talking about.
The stress is killing me, or whatever.
Yeah, stress. Yeah, and he talks about All Might. He's addressing the entire school. They're having a conference or whatever. Not a conference, but you know what I mean.
It's like end of semester like thing. And I was saying in my reaction, like, there's some strong Harry Potter vibes here. Like, remember when Dumbledore was telling all the students like the world is like starting to get dangerous, and you young wizards are, need to be excellent and.
Excellent.
Things like that. That's exactly. This guy's just like Dumbledore, and he's telling all the young heroes, the world's getting dangerous. You better.
Yeah, except it's a little cat guy, mouse. Or is he a mouse? I can't tell.
Well, no, what he said when he was first introduced is like, "I'm the principal. I could be a dog, a bear, a small rabbit, but who knows?" Something like that.
I'm glad they know that it's hard to tell.
Like a rat tail, a panda hand, like a little. Like gerbil head, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very strange, and his quirk has nothing to do with any of that, doesn't it?
No, it's just he's an animal that has a quirk that makes him smarter than humans. That's all it is.
I guess that's why he can talk and stuff. So I guess they made sense. Made sense. Whatever. See, I'm not smart. He's smarter than me. That made sense.
Yeah.
All right. So
he also did say that like our greatest like symbol of peace has fallen, and like shows All Might standing on the side like. Which is kind of like a cool shot. It's just
it's cool
because he's like looking down. You can't even see his like eye sockets. He's just like
Yeah, and they have a flashback too where the principal's talking to All Might and saying like, "Hey man, you should teach." You know?
Yeah.
That's a good idea, right? And All Might's like,
you can easily find you a successor here. Like, there's plenty of great students. So
I like you found him before you even went to the freaking school.
Yeah.
Because Deku wasn't even in school yet, right? He didn't even get accepted yet.
This was well before, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. He didn't even need to work there.
That's true.
Yeah, he could just left. He did it.
What if they didn't pay him anything as the #1 hero? Like, he's got no money, so he's like, he really needs money. So that's why he takes the teaching job.
and he comes to get his first paycheck, and they said, "No, you're not getting paid." Yeah, he just starts spitting out blood. He starts vomiting.
How much do you how do you think they pay? Like, obviously, they said the very, very beginning of the show that heroes are a government job. So, like, you get paid by the government. Do you think, like, he just gets fat checks sent to his house? Like,
yeah.
You know, that's one thing we haven't seen is All Might's house.
That's true. I want to see his house.
Like, you see where other people live. It's just like, I don't know, it'd be kind of funny to see his house. Like,
I'd assume he probably has to have a small house now because he has to be his weakened version. And, you know, if everybody knows where All Might lives because he lives in this giant mansion or some shit.
No, I don't think that'd be his style either, really.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know. He has his ringtone is his own voice.
That is true. A phone call is here. Like,
a phone call is here.
What do they say in the Japanese version, by the way? Is it the same thing?
I think it's the exact same thing, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure. But the Japanese version isn't too different when it comes to the script. I noticed.
Oh, okay.
Like with the horn girl, I think what you said she says actually is what she says in the sub too. But obviously not said the same way because I don't know how to speak that language.
So,
I'm stupid.
Principal Nezu, he's like, we have a special guest here to talk to you. And
this is my favorite new character.
Hunting dog hero, hound dog. And it says non-curricular guidance. I don't know what that is, but he basically gets to the mic and he's like, I just want to say like rabid dog. And
everyone's like, what the hell? He's probably my new favorite character, by the way. I hope he shows up again.
So your favorite characters so far are the guy who laughs at everyone's misfortune, the guy who can't understand, and and the derpy guy.
And the derpy
guy. What a cast.
Only when he's derpy, though. That's the only time he's my favorite.
What a cast.
What a cast. That's right. I hope all three of them are in the video game. I hope all three of them are in the video game, by the way.
Well, Denki is.
Yeah, Denki. I want to see.
And the other two, I don't think so.
No, no, not really. Hound Dog's not it. That was good. That was a good one.
All the students are like, what?
Yeah, all the students are like, what did you just say? What? I think in the sub, actually, you know what? I take it back. I think the sub is a little different because I think they. I could be wrong because it's been 2 weeks since I watched it, but I think they reference like what was the point of bringing him up if you're just gonna bring someone else up to say the exact same thing he just said except clearly. Like, I think someone said that, either that or I said that in my reaction, and I'm just being a dick and thinking I'm the best. I wrote the show or something. But
So, it's also worth mentioning what All Might was talking to the principal in that flashback. He's like, we have plenty of great students here who, like, I think you'd like. And they pan to a student in the crowd who's got blonde hair. And
oh, yes.
We'll get to him in a second.
We will.
And see what happens next.
See what happens next. I know what happens next.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so we get all the UA 1A whatever students in the classroom, and they're all chilling out there, and
chilling out, relaxing, all cool.
Yeah, shooting some b-ball.
UA high school.
Yeah, when a couple of villains they wrote to no good.
Try to blow at people, and I don't know.
Yeah, in my schoolyard. Oh no, we're not rappers.
One little fight, and Bakugo got mad.
And now Deku's dead.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. The fresh grave of Deku. Oh no. Anyway, the next thing that happens, they're in the school, and Racer Head, or whatever his name is now, I don't know, shows up, and he's like, "Hey, let's do school stuff," or whatever.
Finally.
And they're like never doing school stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, this doesn't happen yet. so I don't know what happens next. I apologize. That happens in a minute. Before that, we got
all the students were saying like they're asking us all about
the hero work studies,
the working with pros thing.
Yeah, the hero work studies, which Uraraka freaks out and stuff. I was going to say something else, but yeah, that happens. So they are in the classroom, but I was going to say something else. But yeah, they talk about the hero work studies and how it's very similar to the thing they had to get like scouted for and stuff. So it's very similar to that. So Uraraka freaks out. And he's just like, wait, hold on, what was the point of the other thing if this is exactly the same thing? And then he explains that it's not exactly the same thing. He goes into more detail. I can't remember exactly what he said. He made it.
He basically just said like there was a reason for the sports thing because like even though everyone now is getting that opportunity, you still like learned a lot from doing stuff then too. It's not like it was worthless.
Yeah. And then right after that, President Mike shows up and he's like screaming. Yeah,
he's got their English teacher, which I would hate to have him as an English teacher. Like,
right?
I don't know. That'd be so like my eardrums would be bleeding.
Right. Yeah. All right. So the scene I wanted to talk about, I was going to get to because I really want to talk about this one because I like the scene.
Yeah, go for
it. We got Bakugo and Deku doing their their chores they have to do because they're on house arrest. Yeah. And what's the toilet paper rolls guy's name is? What's his name?
That's Hantasera.
Hantasera. He sounds like a pepper. But and then you got what's his name? Mineta. They're like Bakugo's a bunch of dust here, and Bakugo's like mother.
That was Deku's job.
Yeah, that was Deku's job. Okay, he always has to put it on to Deku. They're making fun of him, and he's just like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna beat up Deku. Like, Deku's like a stress ball.
I kind of wanted from this scene. I wanted Deku to be like, "Hey guys, give me your trash," or like whatever, and Bakugo would be like, "You're trash, Deku," or something.
And he shoves him in a trash bag.
Yeah, but yeah, seriously though, Deku was asking everyone for their trash.
That's true. He's just like,
"Give me your trash."
Give me your trash.
And they tell Bakugo something too, and he gets mad again. I can't remember what it was, but
and Bakugo, you did a great job. Shut up. No, they didn't say that, but if they did, that's exactly what his response would have been.
So all the students who come back into the room or the dorm rooms, and they're talking about how tough the class was, and Deku starts freaking out, like, "Oh my god, I'm missing like classwork and stuff.
Yeah,
this house arrest sucks." And like you hear this narration, and at first I was like, "This isn't Deku's voice," and it's Ida behind him, like, "Man, I shouldn't have been in so much trouble. Maybe I had to try harder next time." Like it was Ida in the background. Just
yeah.
That's what you would sound like.
That's what you would say. Like I can't remember if that's in the sub, but I'm sure it is. And I just can tell.
Yeah. And then we get a great scene where Deku's like taking out the trash, literally, and he's just walking along, thinking about like, "Oh crap, I got a lot of catch up to do." And then this face is just hanging out from the side of the wall, and he's like, "Hey there!" Like,
hey.
I wish I could remember what he said. He says,
he says like, you don't need to take it to the trash. You can just put it in the incinerator.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, He's like, all right, see ya. And he dips out of the wall. And he's like, what the hell? And he just like he immediately loses the number to his drug dealer, you know.
And this is Mirio, by the way. He's I'd say he's probably the biggest fan favorite from the manga like ever.
Really,
people love him. Yeah,
really? even over All Might.
Well, no, I guess more from like things that have yet to happen.
Oh, okay.
I guess like new characters that are coming up in season 4.
I get you.
But yeah, he's just popping up everywhere. Starts popping his face out of the ground, like starts like just talking to Deku, like, "I heard you were a pretty big deal, so I want to come check it out myself." And Deku's like, "Oh,
hey,
okay."
What's up,
face that's following me around.
That was a funny scene. I will say this: I really like the English voiceover because he has like this really late.
I thought it was perfect. Yeah,
like, hey, man,
I'm really happy with it. Yeah,
it's really good. It actually fits very well with the little bit we've seen of him already.
Does the sub one sound bad or something? Or
no, he sounds fine. Good? No, he sounds great too.
Oh, good.
He has that kind of same like cheery kind of voice too.
Yeah.
But I thought the English one was great. Good. Yeah.
That's good.
It's always good to compare sometimes. But yeah. What happens right after? Oh, I forgot to. Wait, go ahead. I forgot to mention earlier. I just need to do some Jiro hate real quick. She mentions that she didn't get scouted, and I just wanted to bring that up because I thought that was funny. Anyway.
Well, technically, Deku wasn't scouted either, except by Gran Torino.
Oh, see, there you go.
But I feel like that's a technicality, you know.
You know what? That's what they all say when they defend Jiro.
You know, it's funny. She says she wasn't scouted, but I specifically remember her working with pros during those internships. So maybe she wasn't. I don't know.
She was getting them coffee,
scouted, but she just like joined something. I don't know.
She was getting them coffee. That's it.
Yeah, but Deku writes his apology to Aizawa because his 3 days are up, and he gets back to class and he's like steaming. He's like, "I'm ready to learn. Bring it on!" Like he's just like he's doing what Uraraka did like at last season or something, where she's like, "I'm gonna do my best." She's like freaking everyone out, like, "I'm gonna do my best."
My best confidence. You know?
Yeah.
And
like that.
Yeah, and he comes in and they're like, "Hey, welcome back!" And of course, Jiro has to say something. Jiro like belittles what he did, like, because all he did was pick up trash. I'm like, ooh, ooh. I don't hold back, but.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, if we're gonna bag on anyone in the class, it's got to be the guy who talks to animals. He's like the most worthless.
Oh yeah, but he's like he might as well be background color. You know, it's just like
I mean, like he doesn't ever talk, and his quirk is terrible. So I would put him lower on the totem pole than Jiro. I kind of like Jiro, but I guess that doesn't make sense.
I just like making fun of her now because I know people get upset. Yeah. I don't like her, but I wouldn't normally make fun of her.
There's no character in the show that I would say I don't enjoy personally.
There's only one character I don't like.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Jiro. I just want to bring it up.
Don't say. I will say though, I was talking about characters we like and don't like. I'm kind of sad that like one of my favorite characters we don't ever see anymore, and that's Stain. I miss that guy.
Yeah,
like he was great. He's a lunatic, and he's definitely an anti-hero. He's not like a villain per se, because he
kills both, right?
Yeah, but I don't know.
He's almost like what Venom should have been.
Don't start that debate.
People really like that movie.
It ends with Aizawa saying, "Welcome, like the top 3 students in the school are gonna help you, like teach you a few things." And they walk in. Boom, big 3.
Yeah, they show up. You got the wall guy with the dumb face.
Stares at the wall.
He's got a dumb face because he got like his tongue out.
Minus the confidence.
yeah, and then you got the fan service girl who's there so people can draw pictures. She's
awesome, by the way.
I'm sure she is.
She's great. Yeah, you're gonna like her. She's not gonna be like Jiro. That's all.
No. No. I don't even think Jiro's like made for fan service. Like she just looks like a.
Oh yeah, not for the fan service. I meant for just like a character.
Oh yeah, no, she's fine. I saw the next episode, and I'll say she's fine. That's all.
She's fine.
She's fine. How old are they? But
freaking Mirio looks like he's 24.
Yeah, right. He's all buffed up. He looks like.
I guess he did work out like a shit ton. So yeah, and they're seniors, I guess, right?
Like, yeah, technically,
So they're like 18.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's good. But Mirio looks like if like Tintin from the Adventures of Tintin got really buff.
People were also saying he looks like Lucas from Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah. I saw that one too.
There's a bunch of funny people called him the Fallout Boy.
Oh yeah, Pip Boy.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
There's just a bunch of like blonde characters that look like that.
Yeah, he's got those dot for eyes though, right?
Yeah, I love that about the show. Like everyone's eyes are different. Like, you can tell who they are just because their eyes. It's awesome.
It's true. That is true. Like the horn girl has like these weird ass eyes. So
she's got the My Little Pony eyes. I told you.
Yeah, true.
Her name's even Pony. I didn't even know that till we were doing this.
There you go.
But yeah,
they're not trying to hide what it is.
Yeah,
made a pony girl.
This episode, I think, was saved a lot by the first half because the second half was really kind of boring. Like, it was funny, and there's, like, funny stuff in it.
Yeah.
But, like, nothing really happened.
Yeah, all the like, the principal stuff was kind of boring, and even, like, the explanation... Kind of the explanation of the... Yeah.
It was just, like, chuckles. Like, it wasn't... Like, the first half, really, it wasn't much either, but it was cool. Because we don't get to see many villain perspective stuff, so
I wasn't expecting to ever have a twice like monologue. Like,
now we'll probably never see anything of him again because that's how like the show kind of is. Like one character will get a moment to shine, unless you're Momo and you get like 12 to shine.
Yeah, which is weird. Yeah. That's weird.
So that was episode 24. Or we don't go away yet. We still have our question for next week.
Yes.
This episode was good overall. You can tell the season at this point is basically over. They're winding it down to like almost a standstill. But I'm excited to see what happens next week. I think I know what happens, but I don't know for sure. So
it's a pretty good episode. I'll say that.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. You'll like it.
So what should we ask for this week's question?
Okay. That's a good question. That's the question. What should we ask for this week?
Okay, I have a good one.
All right, you got it.
So, be honest when you answer this question. If you were a hero in this world, would you? First of all, it's like a two-parter. Would you die in order to save someone? And if you would, like, how many would it have to be for you in order to die for like those people? Like, let's say you could save 10 people from a burning building, but you would die, or would it have to be like the number of like 100 people? Like,
yeah.
So it's either yes or no. Like, you would die to save someone, and if it's a yes, you have to say like, how, like, what's your number?
What's your number?
Selfless are you?
Yeah, tell us that, and make sure. Like, don't do that crap where it's just like, well, if I save one person, it's worth it, because that's not true.
Yeah, it's not. Like me, I would do it, but only for like at least 1,000 people.
1,000. If there's 900,
selfish. I know it sounds selfish, but that's my honest answer.
Well, like you look at the ledger of whatever place you're trying to save, it says 999. You're like, nah, sorry,
sorry,
sorry.
I mean, like, I guess not like that. But like, I don't know.
That's my quota.
I don't. I can do a lot more good at living than I can dead. So. So what's your answer, Gore? It
says 1,000 people in there, but one guy actually runs out before the building closet.
Save the day. One guy runs out. Ah, sorry.
No, sorry. Here I come to say, no, never mind.
Fly down to that guy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, man. But yeah, no. All right, my answer.
Yeah, you can be honest. You can straight up say no.
No. No. Yes, it'd have to be at least. I don't know. At least it'd have to be a lot of people. It'd have to be like, and I have to know that they're good people too. So I have to like do research too about everyone.
Unless they're like burning alive in a building or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might deserve it. Who knows?
There's a bus. There's like a double-decker bus, and you're like, oh, it's about to fly off a cliff. Like, oh, I'm gonna save him. Wait, how many people are on board? And it's just like two.
It's two. Well, the driver and some homeless guy. Sorry.
No, they're both homeless guys. They stole the bus.
Oh well, they stole it. They're evil. I'm not risking my life for them. They might survive too. It might just be a little cliff. I mean,
I will say though, if a loved one was in the building or something, like if it was like my family or something, I'd probably go in and like lower the spot. Personally. Jiro, like there's that million people in the building and Jiro's in the building.
Oh, like, no. Worth it. Worth it. Oh, she can hear all their death screams if she puts the thing in the wall. What a useful ability.
So yeah, answer that question.
No, here's another question. Why is Jiro a good character? Yeah, I'll save that one. Well, okay, I can't save it for next week because we won't have an episode after that. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess I could, and we could just reply.
Yeah, just a reply episode.
I'm going to tell you right here, just to get ready for that question, because that's my question next week.
Yeah, we'll give you an extra week to prepare for that one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay. I would, yes, but it had to be a lot of people.
Yeah, same.
I don't know what number. 1,001. There you go.
Like, if I was an absolute beast like All Might, I didn't really worry about dying, because I don't think he's ever lost a fight. I'm pretty sure that's like the thing. He never lost a fight.
Yeah, even the one where he got damaged hard, he won.
He won, so, technically, yeah.
I mean, he got messed up, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he fights now, he wouldn't win.
No.
Unless
it's like a little toddler.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Like a grudge match, like in this corner, scrawny, like dying guy. In this corner, small toddler with anger issues. Begin.
Yeah, if it's like the Bakugo of toddlers, then
he'd be in trouble.
Kill you! Oh no. Murder.
Little Muppet baby, like
murder. Oh god. All right, Lou Endeavor.
Oh. He's got a little flame mustache. He's like a little toddler.
He's got, or you know, like that one hair that, you know, like a one hair you see on a baby in like cartoons and stuff. It's one, but it's like a little fire. It's a little fire hair.
That's awesome. God.
There you go.
So yeah, that was our review of season 3, episode 24.
Good episode.
Next week is our last My Hero discussion. I wouldn't say we'll rule out like any future anime stuff over the break, but at least in regards to the show, we've only got one more.
Yeah, true.
Unless they release some sort of random special episode in between, but I would doubt that.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Also, we have the My Hero game. I don't know if the story itself. There's no way we could do that story, but I guess we maybe could talk about the game. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll probably end up doing like a let's play of the story mode on my channel or something. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I would do that, but the thing is that it comes out the same day as Red Dead. So
yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not coming out like at least that would be a perfect game a few days before Red Dead. What?
I honestly think it's because people in Japan, they don't really have a good pulse of like how things go in America.
Right.
So they're like, oh, our game, we'll launch it this day, and then they probably don't realize like the impact of like Red Dead. Because every other company, they like moved their game away from Red Dead.
Yeah, Battlefield
they just like, no, we're not. Yeah, even Battlefield. And you know, it's funny though. It could actually be kind of smart though, because what if you're at the store for Red Dead and you see like My Hero game?
Yeah, you'll be like,
I feel like people can buy more than one game at once. So you know, like there's only one other game with it that day. I think it's actually not a bad choice.
No, it's not a bad choice, especially if you like I don't know, you have a Switch. You know, like Red Dead's not on Switch.
And thankfully, they're completely different games. Like one's a fighting game, and one like if they're both like an open world game, obviously you probably just get Red Dead. But
Red Dead would be better if it had superpowers, though. I'll say that.
Just horse, like the pony girl.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to say. I'll come off weird. So never mind. But that'd be weird. Then. Well, Red Dead.
Yeah, Red Dead.
Oh, and My Hero game. What's it called? My Hero One's Justice. Why isn't that called My Hero Academia One's Justice?
Isn't it called My Hero Academia?
No, it's called My Hero One's Justice, I believe.
Maybe the Academia is purely for the show, and then like My Hero is like the brand.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense because Academy, like the show.
Yeah, that makes sense. If they made an American movie, would it be called My Hero Academy?
Probably.
Because I don't think Academia is a thing.
Well, it's like
here, right?
It's like Vigilantes. It's My Hero Vigilantes. It's like Academia Vigilantes.
Okay.
I think.
No, you're probably right. Because they want to put that My Hero on there.
Yeah, I'm right.
Maybe it's like My Hero and then colon, you know, like a subtitle Vigilantes or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're probably right. But anyway, there go. That's it.
All right. Yeah.
One more, and then we're done.
One more episode to suffer with us. That's it.
Yep. Until I think when's the next season? I heard May.
Did they announce the date when they announced the season 4? Probably not. It's probably just beginning to like work now. So I don't know if it's like it's probably too early to have a date on it.
Yeah, probably.
I'd probably say next summer.
Yeah, I'd say April or May. I'd say May.
It's really not that long of a wait. Like, well, plenty of games and like other shows to watch in the meantime. There's plenty of stuff, so you just never know.
Yeah, he's still doing Full Metal Alchemist. So.
Yep. Just gotta record more of those tonight. So.
Yeah, I still got shows coming up. Castlevania season 2.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah. Did you see the first season?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm in.
Yeah, I love that. I love shows like that. It's kind of like,
kind of short too. It's only like a few episodes.
Sometimes I don't need a long ass show. Just give me like a really good like 4 or 5 episodes of a show or something.
Yeah, give me some violence. That first season is violent. That whole town. Whew.
Yeah,
they screwed up.
Simon's the main guy, right? They don't have like it's not like Richter.
No, I think it's Trevor. Yeah, it's Trevor. It's Trevor.
Okay, I'm not huge into the Castlevania lore, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I get you.
Traditional guy.
Yeah, Simon's the first one, but I think Trevor is before Simon.
Okay.
Like in the storyline, Like Simon was from the first game, but they did like prequels and stuff. And I think Trevor's the first one. This is based around the third game.
Okay.
Yeah. So except this one has way more decapitations. So that's good with me.
All right, show your kids.
Yeah. Go ahead. Show your kids.
Mommy, why'd that head gone?
Shut up. I want to see Deku. It's not on anymore. You gotta watch Castlevania with
me. Alright. That's a great spot for us to end this.
Bye.